All right, man. I'm jumping back in here because there was a point I wanted to mention I didn't really feel like I got to enough, and that was the topic of how the mental health of a lot of the poor people in LA, and I'm not talking like poor can't pay their bills. I'm talking poor as in homeless, houseless, on the street living. Because like I said, man, I was driving through North Hollywood the other day, seeing the next man pull down his pants and just start blasting one on the pavement. And yeah, I have to question, like, why is it so bad like that in LA? Why is that? You know, you've got MacArthur Park. If you've been up there too, it's pretty crazy, bro. I've heard people who are from like third world environments who have come to MacArthur Park and been like, this is something I've never ever seen before. This is next level. You know, people that have been all over the world come there and say, this is unbelievable. This is inhuman. You know, Westlake is right next to downtown LA as well. Westlake, crazy, bro. You know, MacArthur Park, like I said, is obviously within Westlake. Got all these shootings all the time. Got all this DRUGS movement all the time too. And it's like, bro, why is it like that? And why has it been like that for years and years and years in LA? As though this place ain't got no money to really fix anything. How come with LA there was like, what was it? I think it was like 2 billion. I'm not 1,000,000% sure, but like 2 billion for the homeless funding went missing under the current regime. Why are things like that happening? And you know, like I said, man, I've been all over LA. The work that I do has given me the opportunity to do that, to really go all over and see every part of LA. I'm 1,000,000% sure I've seen more of LA than most natives of LA. I've been from the top to the bottom. And bro, like you got South Central. Some parts of South Central are quite nice. I actually quite like South Central. I'm not gonna lie, like not like it, you know, like oh it's beautiful and amazing. It's not, bro. But it's pretty cool. You got some cool characters down there. But you got parts like Avalon Park around that area just looking crazy, bro. You got that graffiti everywhere. You got a lot of banging in LA. Obviously not as much as it used to before, but you know, you and it's not even just about like the banging or the graffiti. I'm not even really talking about that. I'm also, it's like the trash, bro. There's a lot of just trash everywhere, just spread out on the streets. You know, you got kids walking by it, bro. You got Fig Street, the Blade, as many people know it. I've had to drive through there a couple times. Picked up my boy from the airport. We drove through there. It's like, wow, like you guys will know what's there. I'm sure many people will know what's there. And like, bro, you got like schools right by it, kids walking past these women standing outside, you know, on business ventures, looking for investors, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it's just crazy, bro. It's really a mad one. You know, in so many parts of LA too, you know, like I said, you got South Central, Westlake, like I said, you got Koreatown too, like even Koreatown, man. And Koreatown's got a lot of different bars and food spots and all different types of people, a lot of Korean people, of course. But even up there too, it's like, bro, you go on Wilshire Boulevard by the Wilton, on some days and some nights, it's looking like zombie land, bro. Like stuff all over the street. I've been for a job interview up there before, man. Like the interviewer was like, I'm so sorry for the stuff that's outside. We've been calling the council to come and remove this for weeks, but it's still sat there. It's like some wooden like thing with a tarp over it, man. You know, like it's just mad, bro. Like most of LA, from what I've seen, is not clean. like most of the like well-known parts of LA are not clean. Yeah, like the real central hubs of LA, just not cool looking. Like you got Long Beach Boulevard, for example, in South Central that connects what's it called, historic South Central to I think downtown. That little road there, once you get by the railway tracks, it looks crazy. And I think I should start recording what I see, start talking about that a bit more, because LA like needs some revamping, bro. I know that the leadership up here is not very good at all. You know, we saw that last year when the fires blazed out. But yeah, man, Los Angeles, was it always like this? You know, I lived there for 9 years. People will call me a transplant. I'm not actually, because I didn't have to get a visa. Thank you, dual citizenship. But yeah, man. And I feel like all this type of craziness in LA affects the people and their minds too. You can't be living in downtown LA watching the next man like pull down his pants and start trying to have lovey time with the lamppost. You know, you're seeing that like almost on a daily basis, and that's just normal to you. And you know, you just go about your normal day as if nothing ever happened. That ain't normal. That ain't normal, brother. But yeah, I hope LA fixes up. I'm not really sure how at this point, because it feels like it's infected every sector of Los Angeles, man. Like from the people to the actual like things that fundamentally hold up LA. You know, so it's just like the governments out here, the social systems, there's the communities. You know, it's just ain't right, man. And a lot of all the Instagram culture we see in the modern world today really did come from this place, man. It came from Los Angeles. You know, a lot of that influencer culture, you know, showing yourself off type of culture came from here. So yeah, that's a British man's perspective out here who's been here for a while too. And I've not lived in LA as one tourist. I've been all over, spoken to every type of person, been up to the gyms in every part of this sector, man. You know, if you're from LA, you might have seen me before. I'm outside quite a lot. So yeah, man. God bless, and yeah, that's what I gotta say.